Hello everybody, thank you for joining us today. I'm Jacqueline Alfaro, and here with us today with Toys for Tots, we have Sergeant Cisneros Jr.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, such a pleasure.
If you may tell us a little bit of what you do or your background.
So I'm Gunnery Sergeant Jesus Cisneros Jr. So I'm an active duty Marine. I have been for the last 19 years. I have 1 year left until I officially retire from the military. 20 years is a long time. So I've deployed 8 times, and the Marine Corps has taken me from North Carolina to California to Okinawa, Japan, back to California, and now here in Texas. And since I am a year from retiring, this will be my home state. I'm not originally from Texas. I'm originally from Gary, Indiana, but my wife and I are going to call Texas home for now on.
Oh, nice. So glad to hear that. So I did want to ask regarding the Toys for Tots, what exactly is the campaign?
So the Toys for Tots campaign, a little history on it. It started back in 1947. A major just got back from World War II, and him and his wife were talking about how they can help the community. Better yet, how do they help the kids that have been orphaned by World War II? So him and his wife decided, hey, why don't you get some of your Marines to help you? We'll collect some toys, and then you can give them out to the kids around Christmas time. So that's where it started back in 1947. This year marks the 75th year anniversary for Toys for Tots. And it's just that. We go out, we try to campaign, try to get businesses to donate toys for kids that live in and around San Antonio.
75 years this year.
75
That's
years.
wonderful. Where are the drop-off locations located?
So currently we have over 300 drop sites within San Antonio. All the drop site information can be found on the website. It's as simple as if you Google San Antonio Toys for Tots, it's going to be the very first link that pops up. You click on it, and just like any other website, you'll have to navigate to find all the drop sites. But one thing to note is that just because it's called San Antonio Toys for Tots, it's just not here in San Antonio. Mm-hmm. It reaches 7 counties in and around San Antonio. So Bexar County, Guadalupe County, Medina County, Wilson County, Atacosta County, Comal County, and Bandera County. So all those counties and all those families that reside in those counties, that's who we help support during the holiday season.
Oh, wonderful. So if someone does want to donate a toy, are there any specific guidelines they should follow?
The only guidelines is that as long as it's a brand new unwrapped toy, mm-hmm. we're more than acceptable of having it donated to the Toys for Tots.
Okay, and puzzles also accepted?
Yes,
like
so puzzles, games, card games, board games, even books. As long as it's brand new and unwrapped, they can take it to any of over 300 drop sites within San Antonio and donate them to Toys for Tots.
Okay. And Sergeant Cisneros, why do you think this campaign is so important for San Antonio and other communities in the area?
It's giving back. So everybody sees the Marine as a war fighter. So one way that we like to give back, we give back to the armed forces by defending other countries that are in need. So same thing here in the States. So the Marines, we want to help everyone that's in need. And Toys for Tots helps all those kids who are in need, specifically the families that may be impacted by inflation or COVID or something like that. They lost a job or what have you. And that's who we reach out to. We encourage the families to go on the website and register to accept toys from Toys for Tots. So that way, on Christmas Day, the kids that are out there have something to open during Christmas.
Okay. And are there any other organizations Toys for Tots works with?
Yes,
Partners with?
Currently we are partnered with 10 nonprofit organizations here in San Antonio. So they reach out to us. They say we're a nonprofit organization. It could be foster homes, it could be orphanages, it could be churches. One of our biggest ones that we're glad to help this year the San Antonio Police Department, which is phenomenal. So what they do is they contact us, they let us know how many kids they would like to help, and then in turn, we try to get those toys for them, so that way when they come to the warehouse to pick up those toys, we already have them ready to give them, so they can give out to the kids that are in need.
Spreading the cheer,
Spreading
the
the
holiday
cheer,
spirit,
yes.
right?
Definitely.
And is there any other way maybe students can help? Are there any volunteer opportunities?
Yeah, so I'm always looking for volunteers, especially during distribution week. So what we like to do is, right now I have the Marines at the warehouse right now, and they're counting and they're sorting toys. One of the most impactful places that we need volunteers is during distribution week. So distribution week is, that's when the families come. It'll be every day from the 17th of December to the 22nd of December. The families that have registered will come to the warehouse to pick up their toys. And what we have the volunteers do is they take a piece of paper that has the kids and ages, and they go throughout the warehouse looking for those specific toys. They put them in a bag, and then they give them to the families. So it's an all-day event. Last year was my first year doing it. This is my second year doing it, and it's an all-day affair. But it's one of those things that you bag up a toy, you may not think too much of it, but once you go out to the car and you see the smile on the parents' faces, sometimes their kids are in the car, you try to hide what you're giving them, so that way on Christmas morning, it's the parents giving their kids the toys, and we're just there to help them.
Or maybe Santa Claus.
Or maybe something.
Well, if anyone wants to volunteer, on the website as well is where they can register to volunteer?
Yes, on the website, there's a link for volunteers to go on and submit a volunteer request form, and that'll get emailed to me. I'll put you on my database. I'll send you a link to sign up on Sign Up Genius, and then that way you'll be set to go.
Well, thank you so much for all that great information, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come in and meet with us.
Well, thank you for having me come here, explain what Toys for Tots is, and hopefully see the college kids around here volunteering.